Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back. Yes, it is hashtag Anime Talk, episode 84. My name is Lyndon Burton, joined by my co-host, Mr. Chris SJE. Chrissa, how are you doing this week, sir?
Man, I'm doing amazing. I bought the Down the Line copy because we didn't do a pod since I got them, but I got my pack in. You feel me? So I'm doing extra. I've been like anxious, like when you order some shit online, and that anxiety wait for it to come in, like you getting on there. Like it's. I seen a meme the other day on Twitter. It was something like you order a package, and as soon as you order it, you go to the tracking. It's like it's not on the way automatically. You know what I'm saying? You order that shit 4 o'clock in the morning, but you still like, let me make sure it worked just so I could hawk my shit. But I'm doing great, man. It's been a good past couple weeks.
Glad you are doing well. To everybody out there, before we get started with the show, this weekend, Sunday, August 29th, Chrissa and I will be performing live at Louisiana Comic-Con in panel room 2 at 12:45. We're going to be talking about the best anime cast, what makes a good anime cast, what makes them better than others, and the things inside of that, like are there duos inside of that cast, are there trios? We're going to discuss and break down what makes a good anime cast. 12:45, Louisiana Comic-Con. We hope to see you there. We are excited. But Krista, man, dark cloud over the anime community. And I know I sound jokey, but this is not a jokey matter. We got to talk about it because like you said it best to me off air. It's like it's our duty to talk about what's going on.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's our responsibility just to like at least just tap in on the subject real quick, because you feel me, just let people know where we stand on that side of things.
Yep. And
we went to DreamCon. I consider these people our peers. You know what I'm saying? Like we maneuver around the same space, and it's just good to know everybody's in the same headspace in the space. You feel me?
That's a fact. And what Chris is talking about is, before we get to the show, because we do news, discussion, and review, and we're gonna get to that, but like I said, dark cloud over the anime community because of whatever the situation may be, with Heavenly Controller and Long Beach Griffey. It went down over last week or last weekend, something like that. Got accused of I think sexual assault, if I'm not mistaken.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. Like I don't think it was rape. I'm not sure. Could have been. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. I read the girl's website and her thread, and I was like, fuck this nigga. Get him out of here. Like, nasty man. I'm not rocking with you, nasty man. Like, that's just how I felt. And it was just like, I saw he put out a video. I didn't even watch it because it's like, I'm not doing the he said, she said, bring it to court. But like you with Meg the Stallion, until we get a court proof, I'm rocking with Meg. So like you with that, until I get court proof, I'm rocking with these ladies. So like, and then on top of that, Long Beach Griffey, who I think isn't worse because obviously Heavenly Controller did the action, but I think what he did was just as bad, if not worse, because Long Beach shouldn't have did that, man. He made that video and then he deleted it about victims of sexual assault. Just crossed the line. That was some dickhead, ignorant shit.
And see, we could all have our opinions on certain things, you feel me? And I feel like all opinions shouldn't be demonized. But at the same time, certain opinions, when you present them, is you don't do it a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Read the room.
Kind of thing. Yeah, read the room. Like, that was horrible timing. That was horrible. What's the word? It was tone deaf. You know what I'm saying?
And it was super tone deaf, especially after you're doing a space on Twitter saying, my man ain't like that. I know my man, crying on spaces, defending him, but at the same time saying you don't know what he did. Like, it's just like they handled that poor. Like, if he didn't do it, this was handled super, super poorly.
I'll just say from the start of every situation that was documented by the women, and then I heard his side. I listened to him talk. You feel me? From every side of the story, no matter what. Because I always look at, like, you feel me? With the Tory Lanez and Meg the Stallion shit. Because I know, me and you know personal friends that are on other sides of certain shit. You feel me? But at the same time, I try to look at that and be like, even if you take all this shit and be like, oh, let's just take his side of the story for granted, or like not for granted, take his side of the story. He's still wrong. You're still down bad. You know what I'm saying? You're down bad. You're down bad. And defending it is down bad. You feel me? I just want to throw out there, I don't side with none of the sexual assault type shit ever. You feel me? I don't want to speak too much and trigger anybody, but just me personally, I don't respect that shit.
Yeah.
I feel like if shit starts coming out about it, it's like some truth to it. Like, there's some truth to it.
There's some smoke to it. Like, whether or not you got as far as what she said, there's smoke there because, for example, like I said, I read her website, I read her thread. She was very well spoken, by the way. Just the fact of she saying she told him multiple times she had a boyfriend, and like you didn't take that hint. And no matter if she's flirting with you in public or what you would, and this is the big key word here, ladies and gentlemen, what you perceive as flirting, because it might not be what she perceives. The fact is, she told you no, it should have been the end of that, but it wasn't. And right there, then and there, like you said, that's where he down bad at. If he did whatever said after or not, it doesn't matter. The fact that you continue to see it as, oh, I'm trying to hit, you down bad because she already told you no.
My thing is, there's certain things you don't do. There are certain things no one has to tell you not to do. There are certain things that even if you gain clout, even if you get big, even if you don't do certain things. You know what I'm saying? And certain people may have grown up not being that guy and then get a little bit of whatever and feel like that guy. You feel me? But you don't, that's not how that guy moves. You know what I'm saying? You're not
That's a
that guy.
fact.
You're moving like that. You feel me? And I
Yeah.
don't like, first of all, there's certain ways you don't move, certain things you don't do, but there's also certain things you don't joke about. There's certain things, certain levels of respect you have to come at things with. And when you got some guys out here that make a whole career off of ha ha ha, I'm hated. Let me lean into that and make y'all hate me more because I don't care about what y'all think. I'm on a public platform for public, you know what I'm saying? My whole
Mm-hmm.
thing is having an audience, and I'm gonna shit on my audience and tell my audience, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm better than y'all. If that's your whole thing, and your whole thing is like, I'm gonna try my best to get canceled because what is canceled, you can't cancel me. Why would you ever want to die on that hill and then get upset when that hill is providing
Coming. It's
you what
coming. It's
usually
here.
does? Like my
Yeah.
thing is with all those situations, even with the baby situation, all these situations could be avoided by you not, or not even avoided, but they can't. It's uncomebackable when you pour fire or pour gasoline on the flames. You like not want to be like, okay, I'm wrong. Let me see where I'm wrong. Let me try to go from here because there's learning in everything. You feel me? Some things are unforgivable, but some things are grow. You can grow from.
From yeah.
You
And
can't
you
shut
can't
yourself.
grow from that. No, you can't like if we talk about Griffey, you cannot grow from that. Like,
These are
bro, you
grown
put
ass men, bro. These are grown
yep.
ass men. We don't gotta. It's not our job to teach these motherfuckers. And if
That's
we
a
gotta
fact.
do it this way, there's no sympathy. Like people feel sorry for these kind of people. It's like, for what? Like they still got their big cult following of incels that'll do whatever they, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers not going nowhere. They from the privacy of their own home on a burner account. Like, I secretly agree. I'm with these guys. You feel me? I don't feel sorry for them. I just hope I pray for them honestly to just get some kind of healing because I personally can't focus. I followed Griffey a long time ago. He was making
Yeah,
jokes about
I don't follow either of them niggas. And I just want to say I will not only do I pray for the situation, pray for the victims, pray for everybody who got affected by this shit. Because it's a
Mhm.
lot of shit. Like a lot of people got affected by this. So just pray for that. But it's like, yeah, we just want to let it be known we don't condone none of that shit. And the young people out there shouldn't look up to that shit because that shit isn't cool. And see, that's my thing. And this is the thing I want to point out. And I think you said it, but I think this is something that obviously me and you don't fuck with the sexual assault, but I think there's a deeper criminal link that led to this. It's you create this persona on the internet and that persona is who you always wanted to be, but you're not who that persona is, my G. You are insert name here who is at your high school sitting under the bleachers because nobody wanted to talk to you. And like, I know that's fucked up because people can change, blah, blah, blah. But like, if you don't make an effort to and you believe this persona you've created on the internet and you're not always yourself, well, then, hey, that's where that's the issue right there. And then making kids believe that's possible and believe that shit's real. So like that's another issue in the whole situation because they weren't those dudes. They just got clout and tried to use their clout and power, a la Harvey Weinstein. Say, hey, I can put you in my movie to get sex and shit, and that's what that was.
Yeah, and I'm one of those people who I have a certain amount of influence, and I like using my influence for positive. And I know a lot of people have way bigger, like way wider reach of influence than me. And why would you use your influence for negativity or unnecessity? If that's even a word, like you're using your influence to troll and whatever the case may be an asshole, make jokes about Daniel Bergoli on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever everybody was like, hey, the signs were there. It's like the signs are there. Even if you don't do whatever whoever accuses you of, you're not a good person for people to be You know what I'm saying? And
And that's not hate. And
I
see,
didn't
wait, I
see
don't want
it.
anybody to think this is hate, because this is not hate. This is just the situation. This is the symptoms that led to the sickness inside the anime community. Because that's what this is.
And see, the last thing, and there's a lot of toxicity in the anime community. You know, from episode one, we've always talked about, because even within the anime, talks, there's those toxic people who can't separate, their emotion from, or it's just anime and manga. We all enjoy it from, I'm right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, even that, there's a lot of toxicity in the anime community. I feel like a lot of people could heal and learn to grow from being in the negative spaces they are. But a lot of people really don't want to. It's always going to be around. You kind of just got to cut yourself off of it and distance
From
yourself
them,
from it,
yeah, that's a fact. And
because
like you said, they're grown men. They don't want to change. It's not like these people are 16, 17 years
and their
old.
followings is grown men. And I want to say this too, just before we get off of it, and then I'm done with it. But uh, their fan bases and everything, riding for them, that's one thing. But the people around them, I understand everybody wants to, hold people accountable. People know we're not super close to them, like
Yeah.
personal friends, but we look at them as our peers. We're maneuvering around DreamCon. I remember I went, I talked to Heavenly.
We talked to him. Like, that's the crazy thing. We said what's
We
up.
talked to everybody out there. You feel me? We linked up people. We was moving out there. You feel me? And people will see people close to him and want to attack those people. And I understand you wanting people closest to him to hold him accountable. But at the same time, let's never project the energy we project for them to people who didn't do anything, people who
Yeah,
are
fact.
bystanders. That's like all of a sudden you find out I'm a serial killer. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But if you would ever find out I did
It's
something
like,
crazy,
how
you'd
would
be
I
like,
know that? You know what I mean? It's like
you'd be sitting there
obviously
like, that's my brother. I've never seen him. Like, you've known me for a long time. I've never seen him do anything like that. And you haven't.
saying.
So if some shit comes out, you're like, hey, I'm not gonna speak on it because
I'm
I'm
shocked.
not even fully educated on it.
I'm just as shocked as you. Like,
A lot of people woke up to that on their timeline and saw people in their mentions like, say something. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, say something about what? Oh shit, this happened. Oh shit, what the? People are finding out live. You feel me? And people have
I say
lives.
Afro
Not everybody's on
Senju,
24/7.
and
I am.
I gotta say this. Afro Senju had a great response. I gotta say that some of the people in the community
Facts.
really stepped up and had good responses. So, like, it was only necessary that we responded and give our thoughts on it. But that's pretty much it. We spent 12 minutes on it, about, and that's how much I wanted to spend on it. I told you 15. Didn't
Yeah, we
want to
have to
give
put
it
a little time skip, like a little time stamp in the description so people could, you know what I'm saying? If they're triggered, they don't want to watch it,
You
they
don't
could
want to
like
listen
skip
to that. Yeah, that's a fact. But now we're gonna get to the show. Anime talking begun, and boy, I didn't tweet about it. I made sure not to tweet about it, to talk to you about it. Oh man, I'm sick. I don't even. Am I sick? I don't know how I feel. Let's just get into it. We got our first look at Cowboy Bebop. It's dropping on November 9th. Now, Crystal put up a poll that said, "How do y'all feel about the screen caps from Netflix's
I ain't
Bebop
looked at
live
her.
action?" Oh, I've been looking at it too. So 24% of y'all said y'all loved it. 11% of y'all said y'all hated it. 29% said you didn't know how to feel, and 36 said you're waiting for the trailer. One person said gotta wait for the trailer. Those stills imply everything from perfect to 90s syndicated sci-fi show. Not that the latter is necessarily bad. Plenty of classic material in that category. But motion and dialogue are going to be key to seeing if it's captured the right vibe. Another person said I wasn't put off by how the characters look or anything. I'm kind of more interested now, but I definitely need a trailer. One person said pretty mad about it. Honestly, I'll get a better idea after watching the first 4 episodes. Another person said no Ed, Spike look old, their costumes look dingy. I don't know. I hope I'm just nitpicking.
Yes.
Oh, buddy. Like, I am. Let me go through the positives. Let me do the positives before I go negative. Jet looks good. Jet looks good. Like, I'm not gonna even front. Jet looks good. Faye looks good. I saw people saying she don't have the whole outfit on. I'm okay. She don't have the whole outfit on. Like, we should have known she wasn't gonna have the whole fit on. Like, obviously. But it's, and I don't want to seem like I'm just hating on John Cho, because if anybody's followed this show, Bros Who Binge, I've been very anti John Cho as Spike. But I think these pictures prove to me why Netflix didn't release this sooner, why we didn't get pictures sooner, why we didn't get a trailer sooner. The show comes out in November and we still don't have a fucking trailer. I mean, and look, I'm also give another positive. I think the picture of him with the blood on his face in the church, which I assume is Ballad of the Fallen Angels, that kind of looked badass. But part of me, when I see him in that suit, is he a cosplayer? Like, that's why I need to see a trailer to see it in action. And I think the comment of it could be either good or it could be a 90s sci-fi show. This could either be good or cheesy as fuck. And like it's bordering on the line of bad cosplay to is there genius here? I don't know. I really need a trailer, but right now I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, that's my big thing with it. I
I
have
both
no
know how to
problem with
feel.
like you. What is my catchphrase, bro? What is my fucking anime talk catchphrase when we talk about these things?
You need it.
Show me the fucking trailer. It don't matter whether we're talking about which, especially when we're talking about live action
We've
or
been talking about
CGI
it
anime.
for so
Show me the
long.
trailer before you tell me anything. I don't want to hear, oh, we're making a CGI anime, because automatically I'm be like, you're doing what? Show me the trailer. Don't tell me this, because it's impossible for me to get hyped for that. It's hype for me to get like, bro. And me and you, the reason why I put that poll up, right, is because me and the bro was in the group chat arguing about this shit. Because I was sitting there like, me and Lynn about to flame this shit, and and he was like, bro, nah, that shit look hard. You tripping? So I look at the comments. I started looking at the comments, and they were very mixed. And I was like, I see the positivity. I see a lot of the optimism, but it's hard to be optimistic about this. I will say it doesn't look as bad as it could.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It
Because like
has me
I'm
in.
looking at the picture right now. Him training in the ship kind of looks cool, but then I look at the picture with him with the headphones with the suit. The suit don't look good on it. I'm gonna put the picture for the YouTube people, but it looks like a fucking cosplay. And Schubert, host of Bros Who Binge, was like, did they just destroy the futuristic vibe? Like, where is the whole cyberpunk vibe? And to his point in the pictures, can't really tell.
You can't really tell. Okay, so like with the positives, I
Like
do
this
like.
looks like a street in New York.
Yeah, it does. It looks like some nowadays shit, and there are certain aspects of it that does look like some nowadays shit in Cowboy Bebop. I do like a lot of what they could do with it. I'm one of those people like I gotta see the trailer. At least I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch at least the first few episodes, unless it completely turns me off. But at the same time, it's I can't get excited looking at this because first of all, there's so many elements of it that are missing a little bit and aren't fully accurate. This is one of them things that they've been not saying overhyping, but they've been building up, and this can't be the climax for the build up. Not saying the show won't be, but I'm saying this is like you can't throw this out there and be like because most of us not gonna be like yeah, let's go. Or we because this is not what you think of when you think Cowboy Bebop. You feel me? Like when I look at these three characters, they don't make me feel like Spike, Faye. You know what I'm saying? It first of all, I'm best casting in this whole
Is there
this whole
no Ed?
situation.
Like, are they just hiding Ed, or is Ed just they just said fuck Ed? We not put him in the show. We can't do it.
I think Ed comes in the picture after Ein, but at the same time, how far are you gonna get? You feel me? Before you like, is Ed not gonna make season one? Is Ed just not gonna be a thing? Also, I know smoking's bad for you, but a lot of shit is bad for you. I'm not watching Cowboy Bebop to you know what I'm saying, as a Dare commercial. Where the cigarettes, bro? None of these motherfuckers are smoking cigarettes. None of them. Like, bro, this shit when they're sitting on the couch,
Facts.
the ratio of them smoking cigarettes is not accurate. Just them three sitting on the couch, one of them motherfuckers usually would have had a cigarette in their mouth. Like, you know what I'm
That's a
saying? Whether it be
fact.
Jed,
That's a
whether it be
fact.
Spike. I don't like that. Hopefully they include it somehow. Maybe it's just not like one cigarette flick in the
The
whole.
suit don't fit him, man. I'm sorry. I don't like the suit on him. I don't, bro. I really fucking don't. And like, and I said this months ago. How is Jet and Faye older than Spike? It now that I see it, it bugs me. It bugs me. How is Jet and Faye older than fucking Spike? Like, oh my god.
Man, it just don't like. My thing is, if it's gonna be its own thing, cool.
Yeah, for
It just
sure.
don't look believable, bro. This shit just don't look believable. Like I know you don't want to have Faye overly sexualized,
She don't look.
but
She might look the best. I'm gonna be honest. She might look the
she
best.
does look the best. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. The other two are believable, but she isn't believable either. You feel me? I just gotta. I gotta see the trailer, bro, because it could be one of the things that catches you, and it's like they know what they're doing, and they're trying to. But just
Cause
the
I'm gonna
shit
be
they've been teasing for
honest.
the past 3 years, it's so hard to get hyped for it. Because the more I hear, the more I see, the more nervous I get, bro.
Exactly. Like
Shit is nerve wracking.
there's. I'll say this. There's one, two, three good pictures. There's one, two, three, 4 bad pictures, and one of the 4 that I counted as a bad picture was not supposed to be a bad picture. The one on the couch is a fucking bad picture. The one of them walking in the alleyway of New York, which does not look like Mars or wherever the fuck we're supposed to be in space. That's a bad fucking picture. Faye holding the gun is a good picture in my opinion. Jet looking like he about to get knocked out. That's kind of a bad picture, but I kind of fuck with Jet, so I'm not really hating. John Cho with the headphones on, bad picture, my nigga. That's Harold. Uh, but you see him in that church with the blood on his face. I kind of fuck with that, Chris. I kind of fuck with that. That's
A
Spike.
little bit. That look bad. That look
Him,
bad.
him from behind looking at the door of the Bebop. I kind of fuck with that because I don't see his face. I see the aesthetic. I fuck with that. Him doing the training. I think is the best him picture with like the thing he hitting, and you know how Spike's always training on the wooden things doing his martial arts. That might be his best looking picture of the whole fucking thing.
My big thing with this is you just gotta sell it to me. Sell it to me, please, especially with the trailer.
But
Like I'm
see,
getting hyped for all kind of trailers. I'm
why didn't
just
drop the trailer today? I'm gonna say this: if it doesn't come within 2 weeks, this show is gonna be ass.
and when
Like,
does it drop again? When is it dropping?
November 19th. We're close.
That's like around the corner, bro. Like, that's around the
If we don't
corner.
get the trailer in 2 weeks, this shit is ass. I'm letting you know now. in
I'm not
2 weeks.
confident in it, bro. I'm not confident in it. Just off of the signs that I've been getting. Like I'm
And the anime community was so fake today. Oh, let me be honest. Y'all was fake today, boy. Y'all saw them pictures and niggas started getting hype. Y'all was like, oh yeah, this shit is hard. This shit is hard. And everywhere I said this kind of looked like a cosplay, niggas started laughing. It was like, he ain't lying. Like, it does. Like, let's be honest. Y'all are trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I understand. But like, bro, the fact is, and maybe it's because me and you covered this for too long. We've been following this story since from like every little news drop of anybody saying anything from months. We even said we weren't going to talk about it anymore. And this being the first look, it's what we predicted, and I hate being wrong, but it was underwhelming. I know it hit on Twitter, but for a majority of people, at least that not the people who, because I think there are some people who was paid to talk nice about it. I really do. But besides that, I've seen some concern and like I don't think it hit like they wanted it to. I'm gonna say that.
yeah. Uh, I just want to see the goddamn trailer. That's all, man. I
And I
just
hope
need.
we're wrong. I keep saying this. I hope we're wrong.
I hope we're wrong too because I really love Cowboy Bebop and I know a lot of people that were involved with the first, like the original one, are involved here. Like the big thing is, you know what'll really sell it to me, especially if the trailer's edited right with the music. If the music's hitting, you give me some good remixes or callbacks to some old
All
songs
they,
from Cowboy Bebop.
all you
Like,
gotta do is make John Cho look cool smoking a cigarette with the music.
show
He
me some Joe smoking,
cigarette.
bro. It's not Cowboy Bebop without Joe smoking. And if there's no cigarettes in this show, that takes it down a notch for me. And I know that's such a petty thing, but you gotta set like Cowboy Bebop is Cowboy Bebop. And okay, just to throw this out there, right? This is what is the difference between your casual movie watcher and your casual anime fan movie watcher. For our adaptations, we watch anime for its visuals. Like a lot of the time, it has great visuals and great aesthetic. Different mangaka's art style getting adapted makes everything. Because like the Kubo art style, they really sell it in Naruto. Like they're adapting manga into anime, and you could tell with the anime, they took care to make sure that shit was super accurate. And it's easier with anime adapting manga. But when you're adapting live action from anime, a big thing is capturing that same feel and that same aesthetic. And the grungy, just the whole Cowboy Bebop vibe and aesthetic, I'm not getting from this. And that's
I'm
what I
not
really
getting it
want.
from the pictures. And see, that's the thing. I'm not getting it from the pictures. But again, pictures don't move. Pictures don't breathe. If when the music comes on and it feels dark and it feels like this, and like I think Schubert's comment is valid of how it doesn't feel cyberpunk, it doesn't feel space grunge. If when we see the trailer, we feel that this will be a totally different conversation because again, and let me shout out who made this particular comment on Twitter. To his point, he's very accurate. Let's see, it's down here. Some of my mentions to Carl Rolson, Ultra Clyde Clostron, at Carl Rolson. He said you got to wait for the trailer. These stills imply everything from perfect to 90s syndicated sci-fi show, and that's a great point. Like I said, the church picture is perfect, but when I see him on the couch, this look like it's a fucking Star Trek in the 90s. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, it could go either way. So, and see a perfect show of this right now. And I think at times they look cheesy, but to me they nail it and they make my belief. And you're not gonna know this is Chris, but for those out there that like comic books, HBO Max's Titans. Season 1 of Titans was ass. They realized they went too far away from the source material. Season 2, they go closer to the source material. Things start to look and feel like a DC comic. And now season 3, it 100% feels like a DC comic, and the show is amazing, and people are gravitating to it. Like you said, you have to catch the essence of this because I look at Marvel, DC, or in doing the same thing that Netflix is trying to do with Cowboy Bebop. They're adapting something that already has a feel, already has like a following, an aesthetic, and if you can, it's all about capturing that. You can make the characters original, but you got to make it feel like it, no matter if you're telling your own version or telling this version to a T. Because, for example, Marvel doesn't adapt Marvel Comics word for word. They take ideas from Marvel Comics, they combine them, and they make their own thing. But the thing is that the Marvel movies feel like the Marvel Comics, so people can accept it, even though it's not beat for beat the same story. So if you make us believe it, this is a different conversation. But as of
That
now,
vibe, that aesthetic, you
yeah,
gotta sell it to me.
yeah. And as of now, I don't have it.
But yeah,
Anything else you got on this? Because
I just hope we're wrong. I'm not even saying wrong because I'm not sold that it's gonna be bad either. I'm just definitely not sold that it's gonna be good. I'm
good. Yeah,
nervous, bro. Like I'm
I
so
don't know
like
how to feel.
my
Again, I
bro
really
Fade was
don't
telling me,
know
bro,
how to
like,
feel.
bro, he's like, you saying this trash before you even see it. I'm like, I've seen a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm seeing a little bit of it. Like there are certain shows, you know what I'm saying, you'll see the poster for it and you'll know if you're hyped for it or not. That's the point of the marketing of it. You feel me? The marketing of it is to get people hyped and make them want to go see it. And from day one, me and you have expressed how they are doing a terrible job at getting us hyped for it. You feel me? But the best thing about it is Watanabe is working on it, and at the same time, uh, you feel me? We're getting some good music. So fingers crossed for everything else, because Yasuke had good music. Niggas hated on Yasuke, you feel me? And I was fucking with Yasuke. So
Yeah, me
hopefully this is
too.
one of the ones that I could fuck with, even though maybe everybody might not fuck with it. You feel me?
See, what I think is gonna happen is everybody gonna fuck with it. Me and you gonna be in the minority of niggas not fucking with it.
I feel like, you know what I really feel like might
Because there
happen,
was
because
some
that's
people in the
it's really
community that was like, there's some people in the community that I was like, what the fuck are y'all saying right now? Y'all are saying that this shit is about to be like the boys. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, put down the crack pipe, put down the piffy, put down whatever you taking right now. Because to say this look like the boys, you out your fucking mind.
yeah, it's not. And we gonna see whenever it drops. You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna see whenever it drops for sure. But we gonna see. It's just. Mm, I wish they would just give us something. November is around the corner, so we're
That's
gonna
what
get it soon. Fingers
two
crossed.
weeks. 2 weeks. If we don't get it in 2 weeks, it's ass. I'm just know Lynn told y'all that in 2 weeks, man. I don't think we flamed it as hard as some people thought we would have. I think we said some positives because there were some positives.
It's just it is some positives, but
There's a
it,
lot of negatives.
you really just don't know. You feel me? You really just never know. And I was telling my bro Fade, bro, because he thought that we was gonna go too hard on. He's like, man, y'all don't even know. Y'all haven't even seen it. And I'm like, look, I'm going off of previous, like, prior knowledge of Netflix live action adaptations and just
Facts.
live action adaptations in general. The only good ones that I hear people give good credits to, I guess, is Battle Angel Alita and maybe Ghost in the Shell.
Battle Angel.
But
See, Battle Angel Alita was great. Ghost in the Shell was good. It was a good adaptation. It was just too long and boring. Like they did everything word for word, like legitimately everything word for word, and like it just
one of those things
it.
that's better in the original form.
Yeah, exactly. But Ghost in the Shell wasn't bad. I'd say those two, Ghost in the Shell and Battle Angel Alita, have to be the best anime adaptations we've gotten. Unless you want to count Detective Pikachu, because that wasn't too bad. That was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, for sure. I just know, John. The whole cast really, it doesn't look as bad as it could. I gotta say that, but it definitely
Yeah,
did good as it could. And for sure, I just know from the looks of it, they're not gonna death note this shit. So as long as they don't do that, I'm gonna at least be you know.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. If you could, and see, Chris, this is my last thing on this. If they could make it at work, okay. So worst case scenario, this is my worst case scenario for me to still like it. If it's cheesy like a CW show, I can put up with it. And like a CW show like Arrow, Flash, like I don't know if you ever seen them shows, but they're cheesy, but they're still good shows. They're watchable shows. But I would much rather it be like The Boys, like Titans, like some HBO, Amazon quality. But if we gotta settle for CW, I'll settle for it. But if it gets to Ghost in the Shell levels, it's just, I mean, not Ghost in the Shell, Death Note levels. That's where it's like, ooh, let's rein this
Mad
in.
disrespect.
Yeah, for real. But all right, let's get to some positives, some super positives. The official website for the Attack on Titan, the final season anime announced on Sunday that season's part 2 will premiere with episode 76, Danzai, premiering January 2022 to start the new year off. We're getting part 2, episode 76, and we're starting the final season off in the winter, off right in January. I'm assuming it's going to be like between January 15th and January 25th. I think that's where the premiere is going to drop because it's not going to drop at the new year. Plus, I think there's like some Japanese stuff going on in the beginning of the year. Like, if I remember correctly, Shonen Jump skips a week after Christmas and the new year as well because there's a Japanese holiday around there. So I think we'll get it around between January 15th and January 25th, 29th ish. That's my guess. I'm excited for this though.
Yeah, for sure. Like I stopped reading the manga. People,
Same, and I know people. Our Discord's gonna get on us because they're like, "Oh, this shit." They're like, y'all just don't know what's coming with the manga." Like, I know people have their own opinions of it. I'm not gonna say what the manga fans are saying, but I'm an anime only, and I'm waiting to watch it. If it doesn't turn out good, then so be it. But I want to know for myself, so I'm excited.
yeah, I'm ready for it. And I'm loving it. So I've been loving it so far. Like season 4 is my favorite season so far. Like the first half, first core, whatever you want to call it, amazing. So when they give us the second half of the final season, I already know how it's gonna start off. Cause I read a little bit past where we at, but I didn't get. I'm maybe halfway through season. The season that's about to drop, but I had to stop because it was getting too good. So I know it's gonna start off gas
Oh
packed.
no,
You
it
feel me?
will.
I can't wait for Fuck Gabby season part 2. You feel me? Because the meme's gonna be crazy. Attack on Titan, some of the best memes have come out of Attack on Titan, from the Beyblade meme to the, you know what I'm saying, all the Fuck Gabby memes to
Flock,
the
the Glock, baby.
Flock with a Glock is probably my favorite. Like Flock with a Glock is my number one meme from season
This
4.
year, from
My
this year,
second
like it was,
zero.
it was great.
I don't want to say zero to hero, but he went from 0 to 1. He thought he went from 0 to 100. So it was some funny shit to watch.
That's a fact. So we will definitely be reviewing that come January. So be on the lookout, Attack on Titan fans. January, that's when we can enjoy the next part of season 4. Next up, Sentai Works announced on Friday that it has licensed Lupin the Third Part 6, the new anime season in the Lupin the Third franchise in North America, Australia, New Zealand, Scandinavian countries, and all Nordic countries will be produced by Sentai Works. The company will release the series on home video and it will stream on select digital outlets. I'm assuming Amazon, maybe Crunchyroll, just depends because Sentai Works. I just don't know who their deals going to be with. It really might be Amazon, but Sentai Works describes the story as gentleman thief Lupin the Third is back and ready for his next caper, unless legendary sleuth Sherlock Holmes has anything to say about it. When Holmes' longtime partner Dr. Watson is murdered, none other than Lupin tops the suspect list. With Holmes fast closing in, Lupin must prove his innocence and bring a shadowy organization called the Raven to heel if he wants to live to steal another day. The new season will commemorate the original anime's 50th anniversary. I'm excited for this. Teaming up Lupin with Sherlock Holmes? This is crazy. This is like almost the Avengers level type shit, man. I want to watch this.
Yeah, I love I almost say Sherlock Holmes. I'm not saying I hate Sherlock Holmes or anything, but I love Lupin the Third, bro. Like that's some goated content anytime it comes out. And I hope they just keep the same, aesthetic. I've been seeing all kind of like little teasers and pictures and shit like that, and it looks like
It looks great.
it look like they're gonna bring it. Like it got me hyped. Like that's marketing done right, bro. Like let me look it up. I want to say they got like the promotional picture for it, right?
And that's something that could be they do, but that's a series that, boy, if HBO really wanted to just do a show, HBO could do a Lupin show, or
Oh,
or
that'd be
Amazon.
so goddamn good, bro. Just that one. Just had one picture with the little red eyes, just Lupin with the little menacing face. Oh man, she got me excited, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. So as soon as we get more information on part 6, we will definitely let y'all know because we are ecstatic for that. Now, the official website for Record of Ragnarok confirmed that the anime will have a second season. They're about to get to work on it. The anime character designer drew like an illustration to celebrate the announcement. If I can find it, I'll put it up on the YouTube for y'all to see. But yeah, excited that Record Ragnarok getting a second season. Want to see some of the other battles because I can't lie, some of the other battles coming up are just as good, if not better. So if they put more of a budget into it, this show can only get bigger.
I like season 1 too. It wasn't nothing spectacular. It wasn't like 10 out of 10, but I liked it a lot. I thought it was a good, maybe 7, 8 out of 10. It was pretty. It was entertaining.
Before, I thought it was going to be anime, something that could contend for Rookie of the Year, but the animation quality, some of the qualities weren't there for Rookie of the Year. But like you said, it's a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. It's not bad. It's not great like I thought it was going to be, but it's not mid. It's in between mid and great. It's midi great. Like it's like some hybrids. But next up, we got something that I'm excited for, and a lot of you fans out there should be excited for. And I might convince Krista to review this on this show too. Star Wars Visions. The trailer dropped. Krista, this looked amazing. Like I gotta be honest. Disney is doing anime the right way. They said, you know what? We're going to go get the best animation studios and say, hey, we don't want to meddle in y'all. Here's our sandbox. Just play inside of our sandbox, but do whatever you want. You can build whatever type of sandcastle you want in our sandbox. Just don't go outside of our sandbox and play with our toys. And that was so smart, letting Trigger do something, letting all these different studios do something. That shit looks incredible. And I almost cried, like, because it was like, damn, this is how Star Wars was always supposed to be told, because it's originally based off of samurai and Western stuff, specifically Japanese samurai movies. So it just feels right in anime directors' hands.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Like seeing the lightsaber and the duel, like that's some samurai shit.
I love seeing like the little old man. The old man fight is gonna be the hypest I'm gonna be for that type of shit. But I love the Studio Trigger looking one. Like I don't know what they said it could be called, the twins and the elder.
That's the twins. That's the one where it's the young people. It's super bright. It looks like Promare, and she sends a bolt of red lightning. He sends blue. She got like 6 lightsabers. He got like 2. Like, nah, that shit was looking nuts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's the one I'm most excited for. The twins and the elder. But all the other ones look good too. Like the production IG one looks really fucking good.
The duel, I think that's a production IG one. I'm not sure.
Man,
the duel,
even the CGI one, like the CGI one, every single one of them, like they all stood out to me in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Like to where it feels like it just fits. Like I'm so excited. It's going to expound upon the Star Wars world. And me personally, right? I was a Star Wars fan growing up, but my Star Wars hype died down. Niggas thought I was crazy, but at the same time, all the new Star Wars movies, they just don't float my boat. You know what I'm saying? Like I tried to watch. Not saying I can't even really say that. I haven't watched them. Like just not my bag. It's like the new. What's the new parts? 8, 7, and 8, 9?
8, 9, and 10.
Whatever it is, I can't get into it. It feels like they're trying to make it too new era. It's too. And I only watched one. I want to say the first one, the first new one. I just wasn't
7, 8, 9. Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, they weren't good. They weren't.
People hate on episode 1, episode 2, and episode. Well, I don't think people hate on episode 2 and 3 that bad, because episode 2 was golden, if you ask me. Samuel Jackson makes one dude put lightsaber.
You like Attack of the Clones?
Oh, I love Attack of the Clones. That's like one of my favorite ones.
I think episode 1 and episode 3 are fire.
I love episode 1 too, but people hate on episode 1 for some reason.
Episode 2 is that trash to me because like, bro, that Jedi fight against the droids was so trash. They could have made that so much better. When Samuel Jackson cut off Jango Fett head, I was like, what is going on right now?
It was so hard, bro. No, at the same time, I really fuck with Star Wars, but the new era Star Wars, this is what you're gonna get me back. Like I might go back into the new Star Wars movies and love them after this, because this might be my hype.
No, what you should do after this is watch The Mandalorian, because that's what feels like classic Star Wars that we love. Like, that's the one. The TV show, their TV that they're doing is great. So this falls in line with that. But after you watch this, if this gets you back into it, I definitely think you should watch The
And
Mandalorian.
also, bro, like shit like the Mandalorian and the new like just the live action Star Wars is, we know that's goated. We already know that's a legendary franchise for a reason. But Clone Wars and just, what I'm saying, like animated Star Wars is always goated too, usually.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like low key, animated Star Wars is second among American like IP in the sense of DC. I think makes the best animated content for like big time American IP. But I think Star Wars is second because like Marvel doesn't make good animated shit. That's why people are like this.
Not
Wouldn't
since
people?
like 90s, maybe.
Yeah, Marvel hasn't put out some any good animated shit since like the '90s X-Men and Spider-Man. There was a good Spider-Man somewhere in between the 2000s, but it's not better than Star Wars or DC. So I'm
Man, the
excited for
last
Star Wars
the
Vision.
last the last fucking Marvel animated thing I've actually watched was the Phineas and Ferb crossover. Nigga, I don't see Marvel out here in these streets like DC, bro.
Trash. Now, the last bit of news I put on here, just because it's vital to people like myself who use VRV. Crunchyroll confirmed on Friday that VRV's bundle streaming service is a Crunchyroll brand, is now a part of Sony and Funimation Global, and it will be taken in to the Funimation Funimation and Sony group. But they did not reveal how or if the individual streaming platforms would merge, if they're going to take VRV's platform and integrate it into Funimation. They didn't say how we would be watching anime in a couple of years, but we know that VRV is a part of the deal. I've always said, Krista, with this deal that hopefully they take Funimation app and they say, screw it, this app sucks, and just use the VRV app and call it the Funimation app because the VRV app is amazing.
Yeah, I'm just ready for just one service, dog. Can we get to that announcement?
We're almost there. We're almost there because it's going
We
to be in
getting
America
close.
at least. It's going to be one service between Crunchyroll and Funimation. It's just going to be one.
We need it, bro. We need that shit yesterday.
I just hope we use the VRV app instead of the Funimation app because I don't fuck with the Funimation app. I really don't.
Funimation app's not really that good. I mean,
No,
it's never
not at
been that
all.
good. PlayStation, phone,
It,
phone is bearable, but everything can't get jiggy with it.
nope. Now there was two trailers you wanted to discuss. You can go ahead and bring them up. The World Harem.
World Harem, you feel me? I watched the trailer and I read the first few chapters, you feel me? But at the same time, uh, the first few chapters of the anime or the first few chapters of the manga were wild. You know what I'm saying? It's a wild premise. This is probably one of the wildest premises I've seen, actually get adapted. Uh, Fine line between etchy and hentai, you feel me?
Yeah,
But
it just looks like a bunch of sex.
this is the one that's gonna be pushing boundaries. Like I don't know if you ever heard of what's it called? Parallel Paradise or whatever. But it's not hentai. You know what I'm saying? But it's teetering those lines. You feel me? And I come from an era of like solid etchy, but I've never seen anything with the title of as nuts as World and Harem. And the trailer looks crazy. It looks like they threw budget into this. So I feel like, and I read the first three chapters not because I'm just reading every borderline etchy series out of here that's almost hentai, but because bro, niggas is reading this and niggas is building hype for this. When I saw that this shit is selling like crazy in Books a Million, like in locally, you feel me? I'm sitting there like, let me see what it was. I can fuck
The
with an etchy. Yeah,
Lafayette infidels.
I'm
You and
sitting,
the Lafayette infidels are
I
reading
didn't,
the
I didn't
borderline
copy.
anti.
I didn't copy it, but I peeped it because I read etchy. Etchy's not bad. Love Hina's technically etchy. You feel me? Fire Force is technically part etchy,
It got
but
some etchy elements.
there's a lot of things that has etchy elements, and I've dived into etchy series before, but this one is one of the ones that I don't think it's my usual bag. I would never really read it, but the only reason why I peeped it out is because it's doing pretty good. Like when you look on Jump Plus, like when Miami list, when you look at the most popular things on Jump Plus, it's like the big dogs, and then this is right up there. I'm like, wait, is this? Did I scroll too far? And you scroll and you see more big dogs after it. So it's like, damn, okay, so people are actually reading this.
They
But
rock with
from
this.
what I read, it's kind of wild of a premise. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get too deep into it, but I'm just the main reason why I want to throw it in there because this is like some wild. You don't see anime get adapted like this. You feel me? You see manga like this a dime a dozen, but you don't see manga like this sell like that, and you
Mm-hmm.
also don't see it
Get
get
adapted.
adapted
Yeah, that's
ever,
true.
ever in life. So I'm sitting there like I'm curious because it has to be somewhat good if it's getting adapted. Because the only other shit that gets adapted, like a lot of slice of lifey shit, is meant for anime. These I don't want to say are meant for anime. I haven't seen anime lines get crossed like
Yeah,
this.
no,
Feel me?
that's a good point. That's a very good point. In the Gundam thing, I watched the trailer for it. Is it like a video game? I don't know if I was rocking with this new Gundam with the little chibi Gundam that they put on the thing. I don't know if
I'm
I was rocking
fucking
with
with
that.
it, bro. I fuck with Gundam SD. I fuck with Gundam build fighters. I want to say it is. This looks kind of dope. You feel me? But you know what it reminds me of? Some other shit you don't fuck with. Super Dragon Ball Heroes. It reminds me
Yeah,
of
it.
a world end of the world of Gundam. But I like that it's female main characters, and I like the fact that it looks like it's on some like Yu-Gi-Oh esque shit. But they're
That's
keeping
what I didn't fuck with. The fact that it feels like fucking Bakugan or like
it.
fucking Beyblade. It
You
feel
know
like
what's weird, bro?
Digimon. That's what it feel like. All like
Niggas,
this isn't Gundam. Where's my political intrigue?
niggas didn't fuck. Hey, you never know. But niggas didn't fuck. Niggas didn't fuck with what's it called? When Yu-Gi-Oh did that Duel Monsters or Duel
Oh my gosh,
Masters.
with the fucking cycles when they was rolling around the track with the
That
dual
shit was hard,
cycles.
nigga. No. It was like I want to say it was like a board game type shit. It was
Oh, that's after
like
the one I'm talking about. So after dual cycles, it went okay. So it went the next nigga I think with the red jacket and the brown hair after Yugi, and then it was the
no
dual.
son. I'm talking about this is Yugi. Like this is like let me look it up because it's like Yu-Gi-Oh Dungeon. Because it's original Yu-Gi-Oh. You feel me? Like it's Yugi Moto is the main character. You feel me?
Oh, real trash.
Ah, let me see. That's a game though. It wasn't involving the Yu-Gi-Oh. Maybe I'm tripping. You feel me? But I remember it was a quick like little side, and they got right back to the shits because I don't think people really liked it. But I was like, hey, I can get used to this. I can have a whole spin off of this. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It was something like with dice. I wanted to say it was like some dice type shit, but this just reminded me of that. It gave feel of, and the animation looks clean as hell. I'm just here for some Gundam fights. You feel me? Like a lot of people love the political intrigue, and I do as well. Like I've been digging deep into the old Gundam shit, like the past week, like G Gundam specifically. Like remember G Gundam where some would be like fighting. He had like this shit, like I forget his name.
Which one?
He like a little jumpsuit on type shit. You feel me? It was like what it. Let me.
Oh, you talking about with Gundam
But
Seed, where it was like they was in the he had the jumpsuit on, he put it on, and he's like I know what you're talking about. That's Gundam Seed. I don't think
what?
it's G
No.
Gundam.
G Gundam. No, it's not. It's Gundam Seed is newer. Like G Gundam is
Okay.
around the same era as Gundam Wing. Like it's some OG.
Okay.
Like look up G Gundam because you can see the main character I'm talking about. He's like got like a little spiky hair. I can't believe I forgot his name, but it's on the tip of my tongue.
All right, I got
But
it. I'm
this
looking.
was one of the ones
Oh
that
yeah,
slipped
wait,
on
no.
the
I
90s.
thought
This
I
one of the
thought
ones
this
that
was
people.
Gundam Seed. I like G Gundam. This is the one
Yeah,
I
G Gundam was hard. Like they was actually throwing hands. Like they had bias and tags. Like they had like a Gundam with like a long neck, and it was like huge. It was like a kaiju looking Gundam type shit. It's just
Mhm.
they had some incredible. Like I love like how you said Gundam Wing, Gundam Seed, Gundam blood not blood orphans. Is it just
Yeah,
Gundam orphans or whatever?
it's Blood
I'm blood
Orphans.
orphan. But
Yeah.
all that shit, the political intrigue and just the crazy, like a lot of crazy stories, what sells Gundam as a franchise. But I really be here for the Gundam fights too. Like when you throw in some solid just Gundam fights, especially if it's animated good, I'm here for it. You feel me? And this looks like it's gonna be like some game shit, but it still looks like it's gonna be action packed. And
I'm
that's
gonna
why I
let you
like
check it out and
Gundam.
tell me about it. If it's good, I'll watch it. And the main character from G Gundam, who I love, Domon Kashu. Oh,
Toman, fuck. I said his name literally, bro. I did a feature. Somebody sent me a Gundam song. That's why I've been like diving back into it. And I said his name in there and forgot it. Like, I can't believe I forgot Domon's name, bro. But that
yeah,
nigga goaded.
he has that suit with the X on it, and like he controls that. I actually like that Gundam because
He
it's
be
not
throwing
like
hands.
yeah, because it's like him actually punching in the Gundam punching, unlike when it's the other ones where they're in like they control like sticks and they like move the levers and whatnot. It's
Yeah,
actually
that's
like
just
him.
cool too. But this one is just it's so unique. It felt like
Yeah, I
that
fucked with
opening.
this one.
That's
This one,
that's one of the ones like I
that was,
always see him and Hito was the two coldest because I'm an
yeah,
OG Gundam Wing fan. Like the '90s Gundams are like not saying better than the new ones, but they classic to me.
same.
Them
I
niggas never.
agree. I agree. So with that being said, let's get into the review portion of the show. Crystal, we starting up. We're gonna finish with Tokyo Revengers because I know you hype on it. But boy, my hero, my villain academia has finally started Are you on board? Please tell me you're on board and you loving it.
Finally, it's finally. I, I feel like it's a missed opportunity with like not changing the whole series up though. Like the
They did
intro,
change like
outro still the same.
they changed the mid card to like I thought this was cool. They changed the mid card to when it flashes to the villains instead of My Hero Academia. It says My Villain Academia, and the way it comes up, it's like things are disintegrating, and then it pops up like Shigaraki's power. I thought that was cool. They did change the intro card from My Hero Academia to My Villain Academia, but I thought they should have changed like the whole animation, not just the intro
I
card.
think they should have flipped that shit. Did some whole Wano shit. You feel me? Like flip the whole script. Like make that shit look because they did a great job at, you know what I'm saying? We're following them now. It made I understand what's going on. I feel like we're in My Villain Academia, but they could have
We
really
are.
showed it by changing the whole aesthetic and just making it feel more dark and grungy. And the contents definitely get a little bit more dark and grungy. But I know a lot of people were mad about certain panels not looking exactly the same, especially with like Shiggy crying and shit like that. But
I
certain
wasn't I wasn't mad about the panels not looking the same. I was mad about them like leaving out some characterization moments because like we learn more about the league like leading up. Like they go and fight like this rapist serial killer group, like this cult, like this religious cult. They take their headquarters and their money. They don't fight them because they're bad. They fight them and take their money and they kick their ass and they kill them basically. And then we see them struggling and we see like Spinner's ideology. We see because like when Spinner asked Toga in the episode, that might have felt like okay, Spinner talks like since when? But in the manga, it makes sense why they're having that conversation, and they forgot certain things. But I mean, I get why they did it because the show is trying to make it all about Shigaraki. But like, I thought it was a misstep giving us that beach episode instead of giving us all of what makes My Villain Academia great.
yeah,
Bones, you
Beast
clown
episode
for
was a
that.
waste of space. You
And
should have
all them
really
episodes of Endeavor just sitting at the desk looking around, they could have cut some of that shit.
yeah, they had a lot of I don't want to say filler, but they had a lot of not premium. It seems like they're not giving this as much care as they could have, and that's just a little disheartening because it's a missed opportunity. I feel like they could have really went all the way out with it. Like not only with the the opening and ending switching that up. I'm not saying you because I've seen people switch up opening endings halfway through seasons before. Like we usually get 12 episode seasons. This is a 25 episode season, 24 episode season. You could have switched it up, maybe not halfway, but right here. Not only that, but the aesthetic could have been different, and then plus you could have gave it more room to breathe. Like let us know, like make it more epic. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Mm-hmm.
could have made certain moments crazy, and they kind of glossed over them. I know for sure for me, you're a manga reader, so you probably have a lot more context. For me, the first episode that we watched this week wasn't it. It wasn't hard to follow. It wasn't hard to follow, but it was hard to get into. You know what I'm saying? It
See,
was really hard to get into.
that's a baseball pitch throwing it to the My Vigilante readers. Because that's a My Vigilante storyline. You see what actually happens to Shirakumo and how Aizawa feels from this. They brought it into My Hero, making Kurogiri Shirakumo, but you don't feel as strong for Shirakumo if you don't know that backstory. So that's why I can totally understand you being confused. It's cool to me, but if you don't read My Hero Vigilantes, it might not be cool to you. That's why I thought episode 107. If you would have gave it a 3.5, I wouldn't have been mad. Or if you'd have gave it a 4.5, I wouldn't have been mad because I understand either way.
Yeah, I give it a good 3.5 because it wasn't like it was boring. It wasn't like it was a struggle to get
But
through,
it's
but it
just you
was
don't
kind
know
of
those people. You just don't know that character.
yeah, it was a little mad. It was a lot of pieces that play at once that I feel like I was supposed to care more about. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like it was
No,
giving me that vibe.
that
I was
moment was
supposed to
supposed to
care, but I
hit.
was like, okay, I'm trying to piece together why I should.
That
I'm not
moment
saying
hit for me. Like I'm giving that episode a 4.5 because it hit for me, and I understand how it didn't hit for you because that moment was supposed to be like, damn, Aizawa, no, President Mike, this is Shirakumo, this is y'all's best friend, like, and that's why you remember when I told you last season when the episode ended and it was going through the outro and we saw pictures of Mirko. And remember when I told you we saw a young blue-headed kid with Aizawa and President Mike? That was
mhm,
him. That was
okay.
him. That you remember when I was telling you about that? That's who that was. So yeah, no, I understand giving that episode lower, but that's pretty much all. The importance of that is learning that Kirogiri was a creation of All for One by taking the old body parts of someone with a quirk. That's the important stuff of just seeing like the master genetics, the geneticist in the way of the evil experiments that All for One is doing. That's the important thing from that episode. If anything, for anime onlys like yourself.
And those whole plot line, like that, everything introduced with that was kind of the main thing that kept me. I'm sitting there like, ooh, this is fucked up. This is crazy. This is deep.
Because the
But
episode is showing that Shigaraki's getting experimented on.
And I can see how it ties in. So it's like, to me, it just felt like a intro to My Villain Academia, but to me, it could have been made more epic.
It should have been made more epic. No, I agree
Like,
with
to
you.
me, they should have kind of, if they was gonna give us some filler out the rest of the season, or in the season early, and give us a whole new season, and maybe introduce more of my vigilante shit to make it more thematic, and turn it into a whole season of just something crazy. I just feel like it felt like a missed opportunity just watching it. You feel me? But that was just for the introduction to the arc. Whenever the arc really got into the next episode, then I was like, okay, now I'm in. You feel me?
Yeah.
The
No,
first
so
one, I was kind of like, okay.
I'm giving the Shirakumo episode a 4.5 because Hinai Zawa was just emotion. I felt that, but I understand you giving it a 3.5. The next one was great. That's where we dive in. That's Izuku's doctor. I can finally talk to you about this. You saw that doctor? That's Izuku's doctor from episode 1. That's that nigga.
Wait, is Zuko's doctor?
Yeah, you know the one who said he didn't have
Midoriya?
a quirk? Yes, nigga, in episode 1. His physician. That's who that nigga is.
I didn't realize that. That's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, that's a fact. Just go back and look at episode 1. Look at how that doctor looked word for word. That's that nigga.
That's fucked up.
I
That's
can
crazy.
finally talk to you about this, man. Villain Academy. Are you hype? Like it was it
Yeah,
was it
for
was it
sure.
everything I like? Because I know it's just the beginning. Like you met Giganto Machia. We
How
we.
much of Villain Academia you think we got left? We got a lot left.
Oh yeah, we do. We
Okay,
do.
good.
We have a lot left.
People was talking like it was over. I'm not saying it was over, but people was talking like, all right, you saw My Villain Academia, and I was like, that's it. But I'm like, I hope we're just getting started with
No,
it. I hope we get
yeah,
a
we're
little
just
bit.
getting. There's a lot more. Like we have to get to the point where Shigaraki was transforming. We got to get to that point. So it's
And
like,
I fuck with the villains, bro. You know, I fuck with the villains too. The character designs, the personalities, like they all shined in this
and you
episode.
about to meet the other villain, Redestro, man. Like that's who that's like we're about to get the Meta Liberation Army versus the League of Villains. And Redestro came out, took Jiren, their broker, and put his fingers everywhere to make it do their symbol of putting a thumb on their forehead. That's a bad boy. He
And
looks like
that's
the Joker.
that shit is nuts. Like that whole the way that they moving is wild, and I'm excited to see how the villains react to that, because this is some dope shit for them to go through. I don't even give a fuck about what the hero is doing right now. This is like, I'm invested in what's about to happen with them.
And I don't know if you saw the preview, but you remember that fuck nigga I told you about, that hero that met Bakugo and Todoroki after they passed their exam, the nigga in the purple?
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the preview for the next
I
episode?
skimmed through it, but I didn't like. I just skimmed through it. 'Cause I
You
didn't
saw
want to
that
spoil too
purple,
much.
fuck nigga?
I was trying to see if it was gonna be like one of those ones where it's like not a preview, but like a little extra little
Mm-hmm.
clip. But whenever I saw it was a preview, I just kind of skimmed through it and went off.
Just
But
get
I was
ready
hoping for like a.
to see that purple fuck nigga back again. Cause he's a pawn, that fuck.
Man, I can't wait, because I'm not gonna lie. This arc's building up. Like I said, the introduction episode was kind of rough, but this episode felt like the real introduction episode. Like I'm knee deep invested in what's about to happen. Like I can't wait to see what's going on with that big creature character. The doctor's little
Gigantomachia, baby.
Gigantomachia, bro.
Yeah. He
That shit
about to touch
hard.
down and fuck niggas up. It's about
They
to go
say
down. It's about to go down.
they was fighting that nigga for 48 hours at a time, and then he would
Yep.
sleep for 3 hours, and they would fight for 48 more hours. I was like, Jesus
And see,
Christ,
they
is this
could
a
have
training
showed.
arc?
See, that's another missed opportunity. They could have shown more of the fight, because Horikoshi drew. You should go read this. You should really read My Villain Academia, because Horikoshi actually gave some more into the fight of Gigantomachia. Like I'm hyped for this shit. Like I love but see, I'm interested to see how you feel after, and then I would love for you to read it and tell me how you feel after reading it
And
and
compare
watch.
them.
Yeah, because like so far the manga's doing way better than the anime right now, but the anime is doing a good job.
And I
I
could
thought
tell, even from not reading the manga, you could tell they're doing this. This is like they're just throwing an anime adaptation out there to like, because it was pretty fast. Like this is what I was worried about when they said My Hero. I was like, wait, My Hero Academia back already? I thought y'all was going to at least take,
2 weeks.
like just I'm talking about with the announcement for the whole season.
Oh
You feel me?
yeah.
I thought the season was gonna be crazier, but from the beginning half of the season, I could already tell how they was rocking. You feel me? But like, not saying it's bad. But I'm just saying I feel like the manga would be a better investment to kind of really get the story. But I'm one of the people who I'm like an anime only with this one, just like Attack on Titan. I wait to see this, and then I go back and read the manga and compare it because I want it to hit me like this. And it's not as theatrical as like Attack on Titan season 4. It feels like a different series. Like when you're watching Attack on Titan season 4, it feels like the same shit as Attack on Titan season 1, 2, 3, but just more theatrical, more. You can
And this
tell,
could have been that, but they just didn't do it like that, which is a little upsetting. Like I
and it's
can't
still
wait to like
good.
they still could, and they might be saving the money for like Shigaraki's backstory. A lot of the shit that's gonna come when Shigaraki fights Redestro at the like that shit's gonna be impactful. But just the beginning of like him, they should have did a little bit more of him scratching at his cheeks. Like there's a lot more that could have happened in this episode, but I wasn't mad at it. I like seeing the doctor. Like I said, I loved all that shit. I'm trying to think about anything else. Dobby was cool in this episode.
For sure.
And I'm excited to see Twice. Like Twice.
I like how he took Sun mask off
And
too.
that's gonna make more sense soon. Like you're gonna start to understand Twice's character, and Twice becomes one of those villains that you just fall in love with. So I'm excited for this. I'm gonna give that episode a 4.5 as well. I like both of them. I was hyped.
That was a good 4.5. That was I really did enjoy the episode. You feel me? But I want to just what I'm saying, make it clear that I wasn't trying to shit on it. You feel me? Because I haven't read the manga. I'm not just saying the manga. I feel like the manga will be better because the anime is not good. It's really good, but it's like when One Piece took the jump to Wano, they were trying to do something. You feel me? And they executed on it well. With this one, they could have did that, but even though they didn't, I'm still giving this a good 4.5, maybe even 4.6, because I love every little stitch. Like I feel like I come out of it liking Shigaraki more. I feel like I come out of it liking all the villains more, even the ones that had like a little screen time. The lizard dude, I like him a little bit more. I get excited for this journey. I'm glad we get to stick with them for a little while because this is some cool shit to watch. I definitely want to see how Shiggy reacts in this under pressure.
No, that's a fact. That is a fact. Midoriya was supposed to have his training arc after this, but Deku had a training arc. Shigaraki's now having a training arc. We're
And
leading
this
to
is a
something.
dope training arc. This is a dope way to do a training arc too. I think I gotta commend Horikoshi for that because this is a unique way to do it, and it fits. It's like they're not just squeezing a training arc in there just to do
It
it. It
makes
feels
perfect sense. Yeah, no, that like it's some My Hero is really some great shit. The anime Bones, y'all kind of fucked up. Y'all not as bad as Promised Neverland, but y'all kind of fucked up a little bit because y'all had some gold on y'all hands. But
this is pandemic Russian, bro.
yeah, that's a fact. But let's get to Tokyo Revengers. Man, what two great episodes, 19 and 20. What a great show. Got to be front runner for anime of the year, at least rookie of the year.
Oh, it's mine. It's my number one anime of the year for sure. Even if you include Jujutsu Kaisen ending and Attack on Titan ending, because this shit just it took me by storm, bro. I didn't think this shit was gonna be this good. Like this is 10 out of 10 anime, 10 out of 10 manga adaptation for me, or 10 out of 10 manga too. I've been reading along. Like I've been trying. After the season, I'm not gonna be able to not read the whole
Yeah,
thing.
you're not gonna be able to not stop. That's
But
how
I got enough discipline to get to the end of the season. But bro, after that, I'll be caught up that week. This shit
yeah,
too good.
it is great. Episode 19, the bloody Halloween conflict that results in Toman being taken over by Valhalla has finally begun. Hanma and his army of delinquents overwhelm Toman as Draken does his best to try to protect the other Toman members, putting him at a disadvantage. However, the Toman members see how desperately Takamichi is trying to save Baji and Mikey, lighting their fighting spirits. What'd you think of episode 19?
Episode 19, super crazy, super hard. Let me did the Mikey versus Kazutora start in this episode?
Yes, it starts and it kind of finishes in this episode.
So Mikey gets knocked. Oh, falls to his knees in this episode.
Yeah, he makes Kazutora like get his ass whooped at the end.
Bro, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Like just watching this shit start, I knew it was gonna be crazy off the last episode. The last episode we reviewed, you feel me? Kazutora pulls up, Draken's looking at him. He's like, "All right, nigga, the rules of this fight is, you feel me? We get Baji back, and you know what I'm saying? Son said, "What you got this 20-year-old nigga here? Boom, knock him out. Fuck a referee, let's go, nigga.
And this episode was basically Kazutora just whipping niggas' asses.
Exactly, and I saw that. Like I knew what time they was on at the end of the last episode, but I don't think I was prepared for what was about to happen. Just the fact that Kazutora was smart enough to and bitch made enough to do what he did to Mikey. Like to me, that's some sucker shit. Everything about what Kazutora did was pussy to me. Like he literally jumped him. Not only did you jump him, you brought him to them cars off of his footing. You feel me? Not only were you put him at a disadvantage, you were jumping him, and we all know why he did it. So that doesn't make sense to me either. Like I'm already not rooting for you, but you jumped that man with like 3 niggas. You feel
And then
me?
y'all get y'all ass whooped.
And then y'all get your ass whooped and you had to pull out that little crowbar looking shit. And I was like, boy, you is pussy, son. And then Mikey just hard body, son. Mikey was getting his shit rocked with that thing. Like, bro, I'd have been passed out, son. There ain't no way I'm fighting after getting hit in the
Blood all over his face. Get up and just knock Kazutori's ass out,
the
bro.
first time they hit him, I was fucked up. But then the next times they hit him, I was like, no. I was like, there's no way. I'm watching that.
Middle schoolers too. Keep in mind.
Like, son, like I had an out of body experience with that. I'm like, this ain't happening. I'm like, there ain't no way this is fucking happening, right? And just seeing the whole gang fight, you know what I'm saying? I want to say Draken started fighting Homeboy. Like Draken whoop. This is the episode 2 where Takamichi kind of flashes out and starts flailing through the crowd. Amazing Takamichi moment.
Even
Takamichi,
though he keep getting his ass whooped.
for all intents and purposes, Takamichi is bitch made, but he is a good MC. I do love his MC. I saw someone on Twitter. I wish I could find her name, but it was a girl on Twitter. She had said a lot of people are mad that Takamichi don't really catch a lot of W's with fighting, and a lot of the fights don't get won. And she was like, I think the point of the story is that a lot of the violence doesn't really solve much, and the fighting, you know what I'm saying? A
No
lot of fighting
fact.
ain't supposed to, because it's fighting. You feel me? I feel like that's the point. But I love the fact that Takamichi is just such a little microscopic ant in this story, and he's supposed to change the whole trajectory of everything. And he does it in this episode by getting his ass whooped, you feel me? And then still trying to fight. And even though he sucks and everybody else, he gave everybody else like put some fire under their ass. And after that, Draken like beat 10 niggas at once. You saw that little clip of him standing up with his foot on somebody. He knocked out like 20, 15. I don't know how many people it was, but the bunch of people laying on the ground. I was like, Draken is a fucking badass.
And then the next episode, you get Chifuyu, my man, start kicking ass.
And people on Twitter, there were 2 sides of Twitter, right? There was one side of Twitter who was like, what the fuck is this? This can't be real. Showing Draken versus, what's his name?
Hanma.
Hanma. I don't really like him at all. Not even a little bit. I didn't like him since the first time he touched down in the rain fight. But Draken versus Hanma, people were mad. They were like, this can't be real. Look at this animation. This is ass. And Otaku Guy was talking about on Twitter how we're spoiled with Jujutsu Kaisen and, you know what I'm saying, Demon Slayer animation to where this could be considered bad animation. I saw it and I was like, okay, this ain't 10 out of 10. But don't
It's
act like
not.
this is
It's
Dragon Ball
not
Super
bad. Yeah, it's not bad.
episode 5. You feel me? This is not Dragon Ball Super episode 5, Goku versus Beerus. This is like, it was solid. And I saw that side of Twitter being like, take that one little quick, you know what I'm saying? You know how people do, they'll take a fucking a screenshot and be like, ass. Like they'll catch one screen cap of 1 second transitioning in a fight. But the other side of Twitter was posting that Chifuyu, just they were cutting from, what's homeboy
Just
name?
jumping.
Smiling with the fro. Like,
Oh yeah, the twin.
they was throwing hands, bro. Like they was for real throwing hands at that bitch, and it was like so iconic. The fight choreography was amazing, especially when you see Chifuyu, because he was like punching, throwing kicks, and just the angle. To me, the cinematography was amazing. Like that fight was a little bit better than the Draken versus Hanma fight, but to me, that's what's selling it. Like the not saying the story is not crazy, but the fighting is low key.
It's great.
It's intense. Like it makes you feel like you're in some crazy shit.
And then you ended with fucking in episode 20 with fucking Kisuke's bitch ass low key winning it for Toman, but he planned that shit, that fucker.
Man, I'm so fucked up about Baji getting stabbed because
Oh,
Baji got
did you learn about Baji being the real one? Do you fuck with Baji now? You remember what I was telling you about Baji, about how we know Baji's true plan now for why he did that?
He would have been the real one if he killed Kisuke on his way out. Kizuki.
Yeah.
He'd have been the real, like, because he was so close, bro. He was so close. And like he was trying to act hard after getting stabbed. And I really believed him. Like, okay, it's just a cut. But nah, so this nigga stabbed you probably in your fucking liver or your kidney or some shit like that. You gonna die, son. Why are you trying to act hard? He was like, nah, don't help me. I'm like, nah, son, you need all the help you can get, son. These niggas is not normal, bro. This nigga Mike
Baji,
got
man.
hit in the
Fuck
face.
Kisuke. Baji did all of that to try to get Kisuke out of Toman, but Kisuke ended up getting in the Toman anyway, that fuck nigga.
Yeah, he did the bitches of shit. I love when I saw Takamichi hit that realization, oh shit, we played into his hands. And I was sitting there like, he's not that intimidating, but just seeing the level of fuckery he's on and the level of mind play he's on. That's why, you know me, I'm a
He a
villain guy.
bad boy. No, he a good. He is like, I hate him, but I
I
hate
do
him
not
because he's
fuck
such
with
a good villain.
Kisuke. Yeah, I do not fuck with Kisuke as a character, but I do fuck with him as a villain. Like he's a great villain. And as far as Kazutora is the one that's just bitch made to me because he's
Yeah,
not even a good villain.
He's just a henchman.
They showed some shit about like some childhood trauma with him. They showed a little bit of window into his life. I don't feel sorry for him, dude. This is what made him super pussy to me. He was on some like you know what I'm saying? After he killed Mikey's brother, he was like, I killed Mikey's brother? I'm going to juvie? This is obviously Mikey's fault. It's like, you remember that, you know that meme of the dude riding the bike and then throwing the stick into the tire on the bike and then like blaming it on some random shit? Blaming it on the fucking stick or something when he did it. But that was his first fuck up. But then the second one, who was it? He was like, Baji? He was like, it's Baji's fault. I gotta kill Baji. I'm like, son, what is with you in deflecting right now? You were just a bitch. Why you gotta be mad at Mikey? Why you gotta be mad at Baji, son? Like, Kazutori, like if this was Run It Back, bro, he is the loser. He is like the weakest link. Because first of all, bro, you tried to jump a nigga, you tried to hit a nigga with a crowbar, you tried to get a nigga off his footing, still got your ass whooped. You feel me? Still got your shit rocked. And then you tried to come back and you did some pussy shit in the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, biggest loser of this episode, bro. The hands down.
I'm giving both episodes a 5. Both 19 and 20 getting a 5 for me.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely getting a 5. Like, just the emotion I felt. It fucked me up seeing the end. I hope Baji's not dead for real, bro. Like, hopefully he just go to the hospital or some shit, but he probably dead for real. How they rocking.
But like you said, Takamichi realizing, oh fuck, we did everything he wanted us to do. Fuck Kisuke. Like that was a big moment. I think the anime did that really well.
That dude's on some light Yagami level of like
some eyes and shit. Like when you said that, he looked like they gave him the eyes and pose with the glasses and shit. He took his glasses off. Nigga was like badass. Some Kisuke.
I hope he get his ass whooped, nigga. Bro. I really hope he gets his ass whooped, bro. Like my 3 least favorite characters in the show is Kazutora, Kisuke, and what that boy name is, Kiyomasa. Kiyomasa is up there.
Kiyomasa is so done, bro. We won't ever see Kiyomasa again. Nigga's a bitch.
These are hot bitches, but he was a low rank bitch. You feel me? But man, these episodes though, like truly iconic. Great adaptation, great fight scenes, great story, great emotion, great sound design and soundtrack. It, like they made it intense and make you at the edge of your seat. When great voice acting, you know what I'm saying? Like this is 5 out of 5 all the way around. Like I don't think they missing this one.
I agree 100%. It's gonna be hard for this not to win best new anime of the year at the Anime Talk Awards. Super excited for that. But we got a long way to go, but we still churning along with Tokyo Revengers, and My Hero is coming close to end. We about to get into Platinum's End, maybe Eden Zero. I don't know how we're gonna do that. We might do it to where because if Netflix puts them all out, we might do it to where each episode we do 2. So like when it all comes out, we'll do the first 2 episodes, then the next 2. Then the next, like, do something like that, to where we don't review it all at once. We'll figure something out, but it's almost over, man. I'm gonna be sad when Tokyo Revengers and My Hero ends. It's gonna be a sad time.
We do got some heat coming for this fall though. Like, don't get it twisted. Like this fall, we got Demon Slayer's coming out. We just don't have a date.
Oh yeah, Platinum End. That's what I'm excited about.
You already know me. I'm gonna be on the Digimon. I'm gonna be on Ghost Game. You feel me?
And Eden Zero, man. I'm excited, but we've been kind of watching Eden Zero right now.
I watched Eden Zero and Shaman King up to like episode 15, and I stopped. Kind of like I'm gonna watch the rest when it drops because it's like I want to say 27 episodes. I don't know if you've seen Miriko-chan, but that's like a horror looking anime. That shit looks crazy. That shit looks nuts. It says comedy horror, but it looks very.
I also want to watch Orient whenever that drops.
Orient's dropping in the winter?
I think maybe it might be next year.
Orient looks good. I was reading through it in Books of Maine the other day. I was skimming through it. Oh, we're getting Blue Period too. I want to say Blue Period.
Yeah,
the mangaka. I want to say anime, and Fujimoto recommended it. You know me. I read Hell's Paradise and was impressed. I read Don Don Spy Family, was impressed. I fuck with Fujimoto's content and I fuck with his recommendations. And I'm watching Yashahime. I know you're not gonna be on Yashahime, but
no, I'm not gonna be. I'm excited for Platinum Man though, and we got Cowboy Bebop November 19th.
Lupin is in October.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm excited for, Lupin. But
you might have to review that too.
That's a fact. But you missed my joke. We got Cowboy Bebop November 19th.
It's. Hey, Bakugan's coming back, right?
I'm not reviewing fucking Bakugan. But that's all. That's all we got for this week.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell the people where they can follow you on social media.
you can find your boy. You know what I'm saying? Go find your boy on Spotify because I just dropped the damn Gabby Morrow freestyle. I really should have called it the Jump Plus freestyle because I'm rapping about all kind of shit on there. I'm rapping about Spy Family. I'm rapping about throwing all kind of punchlines out there. You feel me? Kaiju number 8, one of the goats. I'm almost caught up with that. Follow me on my anime list because you feel me. You can also find me on Twitter at ChrisSJE pushing the motherfucking Down to Nine agenda. Y'all already know what time it is. It's not on the Shonen Jump app, but it's on the Viz website. Please go read that shit. The official English translations are out every Monday. I need y'all to hop on this wave with me. You feel me? Because I'm on the Kaiju number 8 wave, but that's like, is that weekly? They take like breaks. They take a lot of breaks.
It's bi-weekly now. It's 10 days. It's like anime talk.
And that's cool too. You feel me? I fuck with Kaiju number 8. Y'all please hop on Twitter and stand this shit with me because I'm pushing so many manga agendas right now. It's like I'm juggling them with like, you
I'm
know what I'm
pushing
saying?
two. I got two. I got the Kaiju number 8, Undead Unluck, and I'm starting to push the Red Hood agenda because I'm loving the little fairy tale under the red hood. That's my shit right now. That shit hard.
Man, for Neverworld said word on the street that shit might be getting axed.
Nah, it's not getting axed. It's not getting axed.
I'm hoping not because I really enjoyed it. I stopped reading it just like I want to binge it.
I follow the letterers of the series who like they letter like Kaiju number 8. They do something else. The English letterers. They said that this one's doing well. So like,
and I like it. I really do like it. I love the concept. I love the monster designs. I love the MCs. This is one of the ones I hope lasts a while. And then I love the fact that it's Horikoshi's assistant, so you're getting that influence.
And
like
it looks
it does look amazing, bro. But that's one of the ones that's hard. But the agendas I'm for sure pushing, aside from like Down the Line Kaiju number 8, is for sure Tauga Anki. You know I'm on the Tauga Anki agenda. Right now we in some crazy shit. Like fights, crazy fights is hitting right now. I know I'm in the Tauga Anki group chat going nuts. But for sure that one and Mashal, bro. Like Mashal surprised the fuck out of me.
I'm not on the Mashal wave. Shout out to Undead Unluck though.
Mashal and Undead Unluck. I'm on Undead Unluck too, but bro, Mashal, son, that shit. If they get an anime adaptation, that's probably gonna be one of the hardest hits of the year. And it might come out around the same time as Undead Unluck. We might have two hard hits to review if they both get adaptations. Because that's I want to say they both literally dropped 1 week after another. Like
right
one of them at 71, one of them at 72. I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. But, yeah, for sure. Y'all follow me on social media. We pushing manga agendas, man. We can talk about anime all day. You know this is what we do, but manga is where it's at. I'm pushing. I feel like one of them nerds that's finally like transcended. I'm like, man, read the manga. I'm one of them annoying read the manga niggas.
You're finally here.
But I'm not on all the biggest shit. Like I'm not on the My Heroes and the One Pieces. Like, bro, I was complaining about having to wait till episode 20 to get My Villain Academia on Twitter, and I got one of the niggas like, bro, read the fucking manga.
Thank you. I'm glad niggas telling you that because like Jesus. And
but
then
man,
the One Piece manga the One Piece manga is nuts, nigga.
This is what I'm hearing. Oh, I see the Discord. I be having not to look in the Discord. Y'all be going crazy, but I see the Discord. I know what y'all be on.
The Discord looks like the FBI redacted files with all them black spoiler warning things.
I'm like, oh, them niggas talking about One Piece. It's like damn near every Friday, bro. Thursday night. You know what I'm saying?
Every time the spoilers drop, Verson drops. Either I drop the spoilers or Verson drops the spoilers, and then we drop the chapter, and then we just. It's through Friday night all the way into Friday through Thursday night all the way into Friday morning. It's just One Piece talk in the Discord. That's a fact.
It's like a celebratory every day.
Yeah. I love that shit. Shout out to the Discord. But you niggas can follow me at LinBWT. Follow Bros Who Think at Bros Who Think. If you are a One Piece fan, the One Piece manga review chapter 1022 review is out now. Be sure to check that out. New Bros Who Think podcast is out now. Bros Who Binge will be out on Thursday. We're reviewing the latest episode of Heels. Talking Titans, gonna review Batman the Long Halloween. And then the latest Run It Back's about to drop. We're reviewing the Denzel Washington classic Training Day. Gonna be talking about Training Day, so check that out. And then this weekend, Bros Who Think Network is taking on Louisiana Comic-Con. Me and Chris at Hashtag Anime Talk will be doing a show Sunday, August 29th at 12:45. Bros Who Binge will be doing a show Saturday, August 28th at 12:45. Both shows will be in Panel Room 2. Get your tickets today at LouisianaComicCon.com. Come hang out with us. It's going to be a good time, and we'll see you this weekend. Until then, for Chris, my name is Lyndon. We'll talk to you soon. Until then, peace.